guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, hi friends. How are you doing, you creatives? I hope you're not going too crazy and that you're feeling good in your mind and your soul, in your heart, and that you're balancing everything that's going on in your life right now. I love you. You're here. You're doing it. And that's all that matters. So today I am doing a short video, or like a video, I don't know if it's really short, to tell you more about my process as a filmmaker who writes stories, who lives stories, who tells stories, and who's trying to make them stories happen and turn into films. Meaning, I auto-produce. So auto-producing is not easy. I auto-produced a lot of short content before, be it for social media. I auto-produced music videos. I was also the talent in it. I auto-produced a short film. So that short film really like marked my transition into cinema, like doing cinema, meaning not doing like short content, but doing things with like bigger budgets and the longer timelines. And I'm still very much in the process of it, and I'm still very much in the process of like learning how it goes. But I thought that I would like share a few tips or like insights on things that are essential in pre-production when you're trying to make a film. And I'm going to touch upon script writing, finding a producer, finding money, what's the difference between a producer and an investor, because some people get both of them mixed up, yeah, what it is that a producer does. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think right now I'm overthinking. Oh, and the number one thing, and this is not even me doing a YouTube tricks for you to watch until the very end, is the number one thing that's like very important for your film to get made and that people like tend to forget. So let's start with, what is a producer? A producer helps you get your film made. A producer gets your film made. It doesn't help you. He doesn't help she or he or they or whatever. Don't bring the money, because there's the biggest misconception that like producers have the money and then they like give you the money and then the film happens. It's not that easy. Like there are like so many people that are involved in making a film. That's why they take so long. That's why they take like 3 to 5 years to make for a feature film. So the producer helps you find the money. The producer is also supposed to like mentor you in a sense where he's supposed to help you with your talent. He's supposed to also help you with your script. So when the producer has your script and sees it, and he or she or they understand that it has like a cultural appeal to it, let's say, because my stories have a lot of strong cultural appeal. They see that it has like a cultural appeal. They were like, okay, great, that's the thing that you should be touching on, and like help you develop that side of the story. So before you go looking for a producer, if you decide like not to auto-produce or like to co-produce or something like that, before you go looking for someone to help you work on this thing, you're supposed to have a script. Even if it's a first draft, even if you're supposed to have a script at least, and have like a very clear idea of what it is that you want to do, how it's supposed to feel, and like bouncing off that idea and that thought. A producer helps you do this thing, this file, this little dossier. C'est un dossier artistique. Like, it's in my head in French, but I don't know how to say it in English. But it's an artistic dossier. That thing is a compact file that accumulates information about your film, such as the pitch, the producer writes it for you, the log line is the writer, you, the synopsis, you, target audience, producer, and then you can go into the fun stuff like cinematography, like artistic direction, like you can think of it as a mood board for your film. So me, right now, I'm in a stage where I definitely have my dossier artistique, I have my script, I have my treatment. Oh my God, I did not touch upon the treatment. The treatment is another type of file that gather like all the information on your film, but it's like longer. You're like basically telling the whole story, like everything that's happening in the film, and you say who are the characters, what are their ages, what are their vibes, and the synopsis, the log line. Yeah, so I have a treatment, I have a dossier artistique, I have a script, and I have that in like different languages because I'm bilingual. So these three things, like you really need them if you're going to go look for a producer. So the difference between a producer and an investor is that the producer helps you get money, and the investor, once they see everything, like the whole file about your film, and is interested in that, will invest money in your film. And the producer is supposed to help you make your story marketable. Oh, that's so fun. So how to find the right producer? You need to do labs. You need to do panels, not be on the panels, but like attend panels, like workshops or whatever. You need to go to festivals, like labs. I really love labs just because of like the really like one-on-one, very personalized approach they have with the artists, and some very good, the best really. Labs are Sundance, Film Independent, Blacklist. I don't have them all in my head right now, but hey, that's something that I could make a video about later, because that takes a lot of research. So do the research that you need to do to find the labs that align with what it is that you're trying to say. Let's say me as an African filmmaker, African female filmmaker that talks about culture and healing and spirituality and psychology. Because hey, that's what I am, in case you didn't know. Take time to get that script right. Like very much take time to get that script right. And if you're like too impatient, but you should be very impatient if you're trying to do this. If you're not trying to do films, like be patient. You can also like just get a script doctor, so you can do your research and you can go online or like look within your network of creatives and find someone that's really good at writing stories and be like, hey, I will pay you and you help me get a good script. So that's something you can do, but I would say it's very, 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 very important for you to have a good script. And then, yeah, you can go and like try to give life to that stories and like do research about the topic and like but like as like a personal advice that I would like give you guys is that if you're trying to make a film, like a feature film, you should find something else to do in that meantime, because again, it takes 3 to 5 years. And it's a lot of up and downs and it's a lot of adapting. So in that meantime, you should find different outlets for your creativity, be it social media, which is what I'm doing, be it social media, be it anything else that you have like interest in. I love traveling, so I'm talking about my travels. If you're into fitness, maybe do something into fitness. If you're into architecture, or into drawing, like just find something else to do, and also something else that could like help you get income, because again, film and freelancing is unpredictable. And now we're gonna talk about the thing that's like very important that I told you about in the beginning. And I told you that I promised you that it wasn't because I'm trying to like make you watch the video until the end. To make your film happen and to make people want to see your film and to invest in your film, the most important thing is for your story to be personal. It's for your story to have a very personal connection to you. Even if it's not fact by fact your personal story, because you don't want your business out there like that, you can talk about what's personal to you. Why is it that you want to tell this story specifically? Why is it that you want to tell this story now? Why is it that it's in there, like it's in there that you need to be telling this story? Even if I was writing on a character that has nothing to do with me, like physically, internally, emotionally, that character is going through something that I'm going through, and that, you know, linked to my life at some point and linked to someone else's at some point. The power of stories is that they need to be relatable. And before they can be relatable to anybody else, they need to be relatable to you. Let's not forget that the power of films is empathy. So yeah, that was me talking a little bit about pre-production, how to get your film made, how to find a producer. There are a lot of things that we could talk about, and that's very much the process I'm in right now. So it would be a pleasure to share this with you guys, and that's actually what I'm about to do. So welcome into the wagon. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, or whatever it is that you're supposed to do on YouTube. And I'll see you soon. Bye.